Will, what is Sexy News Friday? Well, I'm glad you asked, because it has become apparent to me that the major news outlets of today primarily only cover bad news, aka very unsexy news. It is my strongest conviction that we live in one of the most progressive and peaceful times in all of human history, and yet our media sources are showing us only the worst of it. Not sexy at all. So it would be my pleasure to introduce Sexy News Friday, where I will take it upon myself to inform you of the phenomenally positive news of this week or of recent events. So without further ado, fam, Sexy News Friday begins now. Number 1 of the oldest civilizations on Earth has been verified. Earlier this month, scientists discovered through extensive DNA testing that the Aboriginal Australians today may be the oldest civilization on Earth. The results have indicated that these Aboriginal Australians have been in roughly the same geographical location for the past 50,000 years, of whose ancestors migrated from the landmasses known as Africa and Asia. 50,000 years! To help you put this into perspective, the last ice age ended around 11,000 years ago, with the extinction of the woolly mammoth. The ancient pyramids were built 5,000 years ago. That means relative to their cultural history, the ancient pyramids are actually recent pyramids. Can you imagine that? To have a family lineage that goes so far back that 90% of your family history predates the Egyptian pyramids. Super cool. Number 2. Portland residents have taken it upon themselves to take to the streets and repair the streets. This week, a technically illegal organization called the Portland Anarchist Roadcare was reported to have been taking the streets, repairing potholes and other damages to the streets. The organization was quoted as saying, "The city of Portland has shown a gross negligence in its inadequate preventative care. Through its slow repair of potholes, this negligence is a danger to cyclists and causes damage to people's automobiles, and an increased risk of collision and bodily injury." This is a perfect example of self-empowerment. These days especially, we cannot rely on the chair-sitters in our government to fix all of our problems. And we've already seen how that works out. I commend this group of individuals for taking it upon themselves to find a solution for their issues instead of waiting for the government to fix things. And number 3 in recent events, a second grader has produced a book that is now a bestseller on Amazon. Last year, Nehemiah's first grade teacher, Beth Hanks, assigned the class to write about something they were experts on. Nehemiah wrote exactly that in her little book called How to Deal with and Care for Your Annoying Little Brother. The book, published and illustrated as a children's book late last year, has now become an Amazon bestseller, being number 7 in parenting and relationships. This goes to show that authenticity, even in something as simple as a relationship between an older sister and her younger brother, can truly resonate with people. And besides, who hasn't been annoyed by their sibling one way or another, and would like to write a book about it? And that is all for Sexy News Friday. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope this brightened up your week just a little bit, if not a lot. Have a wonderful weekend, and subscribe for more videos.